Just up. Today, it's an AFC North matchup. And the Cleveland Browns. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the third and long. He'll let it go. And got his man complete. The 30. 10. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
What we got?
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. On second down now, it's Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got this down to the 35.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6-0 our score after 1. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's third down. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain
the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Ooh, with a juke. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, the Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Remember that when halftime coachmen will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. Snead's got it. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big depth. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the third to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play.
They grounded in there on the two-point try, and you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
Right here, right here.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got number 53.
On third down, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Jackson now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Let's go.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 70 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. Self out of a ball game that appears lost.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And is there bad blood here? I mean, and go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jackson throwing again. And it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sione Takitaki coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. One last shot for Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean...